And what's up, guys? Welcome back. Ellington here, and here we are back with another epic battle replay. But you know what, guys? We have got something really special for you today. We have got a Roman Civil War. Not only do we have a Roman Civil War, we have the Roman Civil War. The thing, it's the number one Civil War. And that is Caesar versus Pompey. So today's battle is actually between myself as Pompey's legions, right back here, versus none other than Warrior of Sparta as Caesar. That is right, guys. Warrior of Sparta. He is back. He approached me about doing the Battle of Pharsalus, which is what this is, which is the battle where Caesar defeats Pompey in Greece. Now, today's battle, we are not reenacting. We're not trying to come in here and force a Caesar win type thing. But what we did try to do is we tried to kind of honor as much of the numbers and try to give an idea of some of the units that might have been involved, stuff like that. But other than that, this is just a straight out brawl. Whoever wins, wins. So the way we did it on Caesar's side, Caesar historically had a very veteran, experienced army. Most of his legions were veterans of the Gallic Wars. So on the Caesar side right here, first off, let's give the players. We have got Armored Scarab, Warrior of Sparta, and the B-Man. But for their army, what we did, we gave them a bunch of veteran legionaries and a bunch of Evocati cohorts, which once again, just trying to kind of give an idea of the experienced army that they had. But their army is only up to 8,200 men. That's all they've got, okay? So they've got a small force of cavalry over here. We're using a mod here called Heroes of Rome, and it's added to a couple units just to once again kind of, add a little extra. So you got the Equites Singulares Praetoriani, which look fantastic. Regular Equites. But right over this way, we have Gaius Julius Caesar himself. Look at that. His unit looks fantastic. Once again, more Evocati cohorts and veteran legionaries. Back here, we've got the Primi Extraordinari, which are a spear unit. And a Veterans of the Second. Look at them. Look at those shields, guys. That's just crazy. Gave him a couple ballistas, and then they have a lot of Velotes and this Sagittarii Mestalorium? I don't know, I probably butchered that, but it's fine. We also have Marcus Antonius on the field. Look at the white wolf on his head. That's freaking fantastic. So, like I said, that is Caesar's legions. But on the other side, we have got the legions of Pompey. Gaius Magnus Pompey. Or Gaius Pompeius Magnus. The other way around. So, I am playing Gnaeus Pompeius. Gosh, I cannot talk. You know what? I'm just butchering the names. It's fine. Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus. This is his unit. And once again, just look how fantastic that looks. There's Pompey himself. So what we did for this side of things, first of all, the players, we have got myself, Posgwin, and Teddy Koala. Teddy was primarily controlling our cavalry force. But historically, Pompey outnumbered Caesar almost 2-1. But the big difference was that most of his units were very raw recruits, Greek conscripts, things like that. So the way we tried to kind of portray that was we couldn't bring anything above a legionary cohort. So most of our stuff is all legionaries, legionary cohorts. And then I brought in some light hoplites, some cheap little hoplite units, just to kind of give the idea of the Greek conscripts. But we have a bunch of auxiliary infantry, stuff like that. Historically, Pompey had a lot of other people fighting for him, a lot of vassal states and all these little tribes and princes who all came and fought with him. But as you can see over this way, we have a massive cavalry force because once again he outnumbered them quite a bit. So it's basically going to be the big question of quality versus quantity. Historically, Caesar wins this battle. So we're about to find out what happens in this one. So without further ado, let's kick it off. So as you can see, we are advancing our troops forward, getting ready, basically kind of pushing in a kind of slanted manner slightly towards the river here. Leading off with a hoplite push on the river on the left. But really what's going to happen is really going to be right here on the right-hand side. A lot of citizen cavalry, another unit we brought in to show the Greek mercenaries and conscripts that would have been involved. Got the equites, dinar, I don't know how to say that. Yeah, I will butcher that and tear it to pieces. Let's look at this unit. Look, very cool. Caesar over here already looking like he was going to get in the fight. Caesar's unit in this mod is called the Heroes of Rome by Wolfman. I will be honest with you, if you're going to use it, make sure that you understand that the units in it are very, very, very overpowered. This is a very heavy melee cav that has jabbies, trample, frenzy charge. And look at that, on the charge, a melee cavalry unit, 45, 46, 80, 52. Look at that, just a million kills off of that charge, man. But the Citizen Cav, not the best cavalry on the planet, to be honest with you. But still, now Teddy is able to get some of his cav around the flank. Obviously, the Caesarian forces are doing as much as they can to hold that flank off. But as you can see down the row here, you can see the forces of Pompey pushing forwards. Caesar's ballista is already taking shots. He's only got 4 kills right now, but he was getting shots over at the citizen cavalry. I think he stopped taking shots because Caesar was in combat. Caesar already has 111 kills. He's now broken 2 citizen cavalry units. So, oh yeah, that's another thing. Caesar also has Draco, which is an anti-cav ability. Got a Legatus coming around. Looks like he was going to go help. As you can see, as to honestly to be expected, you could see that the Pompeian cavalry is starting to overwhelm the units of Caesar. Caesar's cavalry might have been a little better, but he was just outnumbered. Some of his equites are, breaking. Caesar did actually have a lot of Germanic cavalry fighting for him, but we didn't end up bringing any of that into this. None of the armies we had the ability to bring it in. So, but look at that, 150 kills now on Caesar. But on the far left side, we are starting to engage. We've got auxiliary infantry, Eagle cohort. A lot of auxiliaries moving in. Then light hoplites on the far side. Legionaries getting ready to advance. Look at these archers. You got the archers behind. I don't know what the archers are shooting at right at the moment. Go ahead and take the HUD off here. You can see all the legionaries moving forward. The lines of Caesar holding. And not just that, you have the lines behind ready to throw their javelins over the heads of the front line. Look at that, man. Just an ungodly amount of javelins. Nice toss there from the legionaries. But these are Evocati cohorts that they're going into. Evocati cohorts were made famous during Caesar's time. Evocati cohort are made up of men who had already served their time in the legions and retired, who decided to come back and put their armor on for him. So they were veterans that basically made that decision to rejoin the army. And they were made famous, like I said, in the Caesar's time, basically because his legions were so loyal to him that they were willing to basically come back and fight. Uh-oh, look at this. This veteran legionary actually leaving the defenses and attacking this legionary unit here. Got some veloutes that are getting ready as well. Look at this, a first cohort. Veteran legionary going up against some Soci Extraordinari here. Once again, just to kind of give an idea of a mercenary force that came to assist. The cav fight is pretty much done. Caesar, though, is surrounded. Is 286 kills. He's just racking up kills on all of these citizen cavalry. Then one of the Praetorianari, 278 kills on them. Really big push here from like the left flank of Caesar's army, though. A lot of units coming in to push into this. And I think one reason for that is most of this flank is all auxiliary infantry. There's a couple legionaries here, but not very many. So they may be able to start wrapping around here. My front line has just gotten annihilated. My legionary cohorts are starting to get in. But, since I was the front line force here, meant that I got to soak up all of the jabbies and damage of the veteran legionaries and evocati cohorts. The line's getting a little thin in a couple places. Now the veterans of the second are a very, very powerful unit, and they are pushing to the right flank, moving towards the river. I think because, look at this, starting to wrap in, getting a little thin here for Caesar's forces. Actually, already one general, a veteran of the second, is already engaged here. 84 kills. Legionaries are, look at this, 46 kills, 14 kills. This one's at 118, so that's pretty good, 72. But look at the veterans of the second. That's a battle rhythm. They're already starting to rack up 113 kills so far. It's an epic fight. Look at the mountain off in the background. I love all the little sandy dunes and little slopes here. And as you peek over one, you see the long battle line in the distance. The troops running into combat. Other troops waiting for their turn to engage. As you can see, the frontline troops of the Caesar army are really, really taking a toll. 176 kills, 142 kills. I actually have got a first cohort in combat, but look at that, already down to 56 men. Standard legionary ready to back it up, but look at this evocati cohort also ready to go in. It's the fun part of, you take off the HUD and all you see is Rome versus Rome. And you know what I mean? That's what it would be like, guys. It was Romans versus Romans. It was same armor. They looked the same. It's just crazy. Could you imagine? How hard would it be to know friend for foe here? Yeah, I mean, in spaces in places it's doing well. Marcus Antony is getting ready because look, the leftover cavalry from Pompey's forces are coming around. Marcus Antonius is going to do his best to try and slow this advance. This strong flank here. Marcus Antonius' unit is another very, very good unit. Frenzy charge and frenzy. 35 kills so far. Look at this, the cav is pushing all the way around. Now the artillery here is out of ammo, 369 kills. And I'm sure you can see, it's all back here. So much death. Some retreating units that are coming back to combat. But look at this, Marcus Antonius is actually breaking one of the equites here. He's done at 71 kills there. And he's actually engaged in another one already. A little bit of a flank here. Ego cohort coming around, getting around the flank of the Pompeian army. Flanking here in auxiliary infantry. This is a weak flank for us. Look at this. A little bit of breaking here. Some veteran legionaries and auxiliary infantry. But a veteran of the second moving forward to continue this attack on the left flank for Caesar's army. Oh, and look at this, another nice flank Evocati cohort getting around some of the light hoplites and auxiliary infantry. Archer fire, shooting back at, actually just shooting still at some of the velites. Cavalry causing some havoc here. Veteran legionaries trying to engage the equites here to keep them from just tearing the pieces. Actually, they're turned backwards. Roman ballista that is out of ammo. 258 kills on that one. Veterans of the 2nd here, 364 kills. They still have the other one left. Now it looks like it is gone. But this general here, 375 kills, 42 men left. Still got, oh, here it is. Here's the other one. 145 only on this one. But a little bit of a flank here. Got a legionary cohort that's getting in and around the general. I think this is Armored Scarab's general, if I remember right. Prime Extraordinari here. 60 kills on them. Couple units still standing around here. Got an Eagle cohort. Pompey Magnus is actually moving in. Looks like he's getting ready to come around and attack the veterans of the 2nd. Legionary cohort here getting ready to move around and flank this way. Actually, there's a lot of stuff here for Pompey's army that we could take right around here. It was interesting, you know, on Pompey's side, all 3 of us were using large armies, so we were all commanding anywhere from 30 to 40 units. And that requires a lot more micro, I'll tell you what. Veteran of the 2nd here in the middle, 271 kills, really just tearing apart this legionary unit. Here comes Marcus Antonius coming around, 130 kills on him. He's only lost 6 men. Once again, a couple of units that really could be moving around and doing some help in other places. That's kind of the tough part about commanding so many units is just, and there's stuff over here, there's stuff over there. But look at this. The left flank of Pompey's army has collapsed, and Caesar has a mass flank advancing. So auxiliary infantry, got legionaries, got a lot of stuff that are starting to turn this direction, trying to fend off this massive flank. Got a lot of Eagle cohort, Evocati cohorts. Really right now the only thing that's holding is just auxiliary infantry. Yeah, I mean a couple legionary cohorts, but this is a big issue for us on the Pompey side. Let me pull this up. You can see the yellow is Caesar, the red is Pompey. So look at this flank, guys. Just a huge flank coming around the side. Now, at the other side, we are pushing the right flank of Caesar at the same time. So it's forming it a little bit of a fish hook here. The auxiliary infantry obviously are going to be the weak points. But man, those veterans of the 2nd are going to be really, really tough. 174 kills. Eagle cohort with 130. Try and get some screenshots here. And that's the kind of the difference. That is the difference between the quantity versus quality. Is, man, you know, these quality troops are racking up kills. But you can see, look at this, moving around. Marcus Antonius still being a thorn in our side. He's up to 233 kills now. Double chevroned as well. But here comes Pompey. Pompey is rushing to the other flank. He sees that his flank is collapsing, and he knows that he needs to go help it. We've sent more legionary cohorts here. Got some units trying to flank here. Evocatis are also free. They could also be in it. Got a Premium Extraordinary here. Looks like it's going to go engage, maybe try and hold off this Evocati cohort. If you're getting confused, red border is Caesar, blue border is Pompey. Look at the veterans of the second, 275 kills now. Another legionary cohort coming in, trying to hold them at bay. Evocati cohort's 242 kills now. 362 on a veteran legionary. Marcus Antonius is getting a little low. He's at 271 kills, though. Primi Extraordinari are trying to help him out, trying to hold back these legionary cohorts. But look at this. We've got more troops freed up. And here comes Pompey engaging. Pompey's up to 155 kills. He's advanced a little bit. Trying to get in. I'm trying to get him in and surround some of these units, especially the veteran of the second. If there's one unit that can probably do a good job against the veteran of the second, it's Pompey's unit. It's very, very good. This is the kind of picture I want to get. That's those black shields next to the white shields. That's awesome. But look at this. I'm in a little bit of trouble. A huge flanking maneuver coming to surround Pompey. But multiple veteran legionaries moving in. Got some Primi Extraordinari as well. Pompey might be in a little bit of trouble here. 222 kills. Evocati cohort also coming in and surrounding. Veterans of the second here, 471 kills. But they're getting a little overwhelmed. They are completely and totally surrounded. 483. I think they might break 500. 489. Maybe not. And I hate to say it, guys, but I think that today we are changing history. Pompey is going to carry the day against Caesar. Caesar's reign as dictator will not happen because he loses this day. This was an epic fight. Guys, I'll be honest with you, I was a little scared that I wasn't sure how this was going to go. This was the first try that we did this, and I was really worried that it was really just going to turn into just a massacre. You know, us outnumbering them 2-1. Literally, we were at 15,800. They were at 8,200 or something like that. I really thought, I was like, oh man, this is going to be rough. We're just going to massacre them. But man, for the first try, like, I thought it went fantastic. It was super fun. The cool thing about this was that we did this on Sunday, and we did it in the Discord, myself, Warrior Sparta, in the Discord with the other players. But we also had a bunch of other players, or a bunch of other people just in the Discord with us, watching us do this live, and it was super fun. We had a blast doing it. We plan, I believe we plan on doing more of these. Me and Warrior Sparta have been discussing some other scenarios that we would like to do, so keep an eye out for that. Warrior Sparta is also going to be putting this video out either today, which is Wednesday, or tomorrow, which is Thursday. One of those 2 days, he is going to be putting his own version of this video out, and I will put a link to that in the description. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. As you can see, the kills are going to be quite skewed. Myself, 2,100 kills. My best unit, really, I mean, you can say I brought a lot of junk troops, you know what I mean? A lot of auxiliary infantry and light hoplites. I think my best unit was, well, Pompey at 290. Yeah, I think that's probably the best. Then we got Posgwin with 3,000 kills. He is the one who came in right behind me, so I got to soak up all the damage. You can see his infantry they're pretty solid, you know. Teddy here with 1,900 kills. He was the cavalry. Most of his infantry did not do a whole lot. His cavalry did as much as they possibly could against some really good cav. His Equite Damascenorum did really well. But then on Caesar's side, Armored Scarab with 3,853 kills. His Veteran of the Second General, 407. His artillery, both 260 and 381. But look at the infantry. God, 213, 216, 203, 251, 202, 240, 319. Just an outrageous amount. Warrior of Sparta with 3,122 kills. His infantry just did fantastic. Look at that, 382, 223, 309. Really, really nicely done. B-Man with 4,626 kills. Cavalry, look at just these 2 units. 351, 311. Then 500, 443 on the Veterans of the Second. Then, I mean, just his infantry just did extremely well. Now, a lot of his infantry was on the flank where a lot of our cheap stuff was. So, but yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for joining. I really hope you guys enjoyed this fight. It was a blast. We had a ton of fun doing this. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a comment. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of other stuff coming. We'll see you guys next time.